Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika coming to you today in a bit of a different format than I normally do on this incredible summer solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere, which is a very, very powerful day every single year when the sun is at its maximum power. And I felt really called and drawn today to come and share with you a message of encouragement, sharing some guidance and messages that I pray will land in your hearts. If you are called to this video and to listen to these words, it is my intention that there will be a very important message for each and every one of you that is called to listen. And I want to share a vision I was given prior to turning on the recording, and it was a really beautiful image I was being given of all of my beautiful friends and all of the beautiful friends that are listening to this video at this time, whether you've been with me for years, whether this is your first time hearing my voice. It was a gathering of all of you scattered across the globe, all coming together in a beautiful circle. I was shown all of you holding hands, coming together and sharing and amplifying the light through the connection of the shared field. And as many of you know, many of you are light workers and star seeds here to share the light, here to be in mission and service to the planet. And this can be a very, very lonely journey, as many times it is necessary for us to be geographically placed on the earth in many different locations, thousands of miles apart. And this can be very difficult when we navigate our day-to-day lives and we go about our days, and there are times where we just really want to connect in a way that is beyond simply through the ethers or through the internet or Zoom calls or FaceTime, text messaging, anything along those lines. We are being called now to more of the physicality of the importance of getting together and gathering in person in the physical realm in order to amplify the light even further. And if you've been somebody who has been struggling with that sense of loneliness, of isolation, and feeling like there's just no one that you can really connect with around you, and it's feeling very difficult, I encourage you, and Spirit encourages you, to continue to know that it is time that we are moving forward. For those of you that have listened to the series of videos that I recorded on the energies of 2023, this was a very powerful and important theme of coming together in community with others, where we are ending these periods of feeling isolated, feeling alone. And many of you may be surrounded by people and surrounded by even good people and people that, are kind and loving, but there is this sense of disconnect, this sense of feeling like you are not of a similar resonance with them and any longer. Many of these are people that you may have been around for a long time. So this feeling of being surrounded by people and feeling lonely in a crowd is very, very prevalent. And this is where I genuinely am getting this message that this solstice is the time that this is going to be shifting. And even if you are listening to this not at the solstice time, this simply is when I am recording this, but this message is resonating. That is when you are meant to hear it. But I feel like we are at a turning point in the collective consciousness of people knowing that there are soul family and others that they truly do resonate and connect with on a higher realm of consciousness. That it is time now to come together in the 3D, whether this be in friendship, whether this be in mission work, whether this be in romantic partnerships and sacred unions, We are entering this time where that physicality is extremely important. And many of you may have noticed over the last 4 weeks or so the change in the energies. I know for myself personally, I have noticed this. It's like I'm in this energy that I've never been in before, where things feel very real and connected, and everything exists all at once, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And if it does, these words are hard to really put the energies into the actual words, because it is very hard to limit the energies and the feelings I'm trying to describe using language. Language can often confuse and distort and even dilute the feeling that is trying to be expressed. So pardon me if my words don't quite eloquently describe the feeling that I've been having. And I have had many conversations with many of you that are experiencing this ever-present energy of, I need to be fully here right now. And everything in the universe is all connected, the past, present, and future. It's almost as though this is an energy of immense manifestation, where you are fully present in the current moment, and knowing that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, even though there may not be logical circumstances around you that would justify that sentiment. It is an inner knowing, and it is a calling of your soul towards others that are around you, experiences that you are meant to experience, opportunities you're meant to grasp and seize as they come up. It's almost as though you are on an autopilot, just being in the energy and the stream and the flow of the divine. And it transcends logic and rationale, and sometimes even emotion. It simply is. And you know this, and you are in full surrender to the flow of the divine when you are resonating with this field of consciousness. And I continue to have dialogues with many of you that are in very pivotal points in your lives where major changes are underfoot, whether this be, for many of you, this is in the realm of relationships, long relationships, committed partnerships that are simultaneously coming to an end as they have completed their lessons and their purpose, and simultaneously opening up to higher levels of partnership, of love, of connectivity with those that resonate on a soul level. Many of you are also experiencing this when it comes to your purpose and to what you are meant to be doing, what your soul is being called to express here in your human incarnation. And if you have not found this yet, do not despair, as this is on the way for those of you that are connecting and resonating with this message, as my messages and the messages here that I bring forth will not resonate for everybody. But those of you where this is resonating at a soul level, and I'm feeling a real strong sense of emotion right now that's flooding me at the moment. It is on its way. What you seek is on its way because it is also seeking you. It is an energetic reality, and it is something that many of you have sensed it for years, yet it has not manifested in the 3D realm. And I will share that this energy that we are all experiencing at the moment is different. I know if you think back even 6 months, even 3 months, you can understand how different right now is. And it's hard to put into words. I'm struggling to find words to express this, but where maybe 6 months ago you felt something was right there, you contrast it to now and you know it's different. You can feel it and you can't even explain it. So I want to send you so much encouragement for those of you that are in this realm today, listening to these messages. I didn't even mention at the beginning because I just went right into channel that I'm going to be sharing additional messages aimed specifically for the masculine and the feminine, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, for those of you that this is resonating for and would like to get more specific guidance and encouragement for these energies at this time. There is a link that will bring you to that if you feel drawn to it. And I send you all so much love, so much light. And I don't normally say love and light because that to me is something that is so overused and very surface in a lot of ways for many people. Yet the sentiment underneath it is very, very real. Love and light truly are the frequencies and the energies that we are all meant to be embodying in our physical realms. Yet often that term is thrown around lightly and as a buzzword and without even a care or a thought necessarily in many occasions to what that really means. Yet I know those of you here, this is resonating at a core level. You know exactly what that feels like to live in those frequencies. So I want to send you so much love. I want to send you so much abundance and peace and joy. And until next time, I send you much love.